Welcome to Center Stage Music Center Online. My name is Angela, and today I'm going to be showing you a very popular NYSSMA Level 4 solo that you can play if you're doing NYSSMA Level 4 this year. We're going to go through some of the key points of this piece, and then I'm going to show you the entire piece and play it for you. So let's start from the very beginning. I always say the most important parts of a piece are the beginning and the end. And in this piece, you want to start loud and bright and powerful. I usually tell my students you want to think of trumpets when you play the beginning of this piece. So there's forte, long bows, there's legato lines, tenuto lines over every single one of the first 5 notes. So you want to make sure you're using plenty of bow and really projecting your sound. This piece in general is allegro, so it's pretty fast, not a lot of breathing room. So if you do have rests, don't skip them. There's a lot of little 8th note rests that are going to be your savior in this piece. Otherwise, you're going to be completely out of stamina by the end of this. There's 3 pages of 8th notes and 16th notes basically. So make sure that you do not skip those rests and take them and savor them when you do have them. Let's talk about some dynamics and some markings in this music. So lots of hairpin dynamics. So hairpin dynamics is when you have a crescendo and a decrescendo right next to each other and they look like hairpins. So they do this. What you're going to do when you see those is you're going to crescendo, you're going to get louder and then immediately come back down and get softer for the next part. There's a lot of the word martellato written in this piece. For example, we have it in measure 13 and again in measure 17. So martellato literally translates from the Italian to like a hammer. So when you play this, you want to make sure that you're using your bow very staccato, very sharp, and really into the string. It's almost like a staccato accent to make it sound like a hammer. Let me demonstrate for you. So at measure 13, that martellato section is going to be, and instead of playing something like, which wouldn't give it the same effect. So we have martellato quite a few times in this piece. We also have a lot of accents and sforzando a few times. So when you see S, F, Z, that is a sudden and loud accent, and you want to make sure you really bring that out to bring out those sforzandos. Then we have dolce in a few places. So like I said, this piece is fast, bright, and pretty loud. So there are a few spots where it's piano and dolce, piano meaning soft, and dolce meaning sweet. So for example, at measure 24, you're going to have piano and dolce. You want to make sure that you really bring that out and change the phrase to make it a contrast from the rest of this piece, which is very loud and bright. So we have piano dolce in a few places. And a few other things I want to mention just about the last page is that at the end, you're going to have a sforzando, which we spoke about on the last line, measure 77. That's going to be super loud and attack the note. And then at the very, very end, on the last 2 measures, you're going to see rall, R-A-L-L, molto, which is the abbreviation for rallentando molto, which means to stretch the tempo, rallentando, another word for slow down. Molto meaning a lot. So you're going to get very dramatic at the end here. You're going to slow down a lot and make sure that you hold that last note that has a fermato over it for as long as you possibly can. Give it vibrato. If you're doing vibrato this year, give this long note lots of vibrato. Like I said, not a lot of long notes in this piece, a lot of 8th notes and 16th notes. So when you do have those long notes, savor them, give them a lot of love. And then at the very end, you want to make sure you lift your bow off the string and let that last note ring. So I'm going to give you an example of the last note. Okay, let me show you the whole piece.